chess, running, jumping, lifting stuff, fixing things, making money, hockey, surfing, driving, making decisions, being tall, taking out the garbage, tipping, fishing, being funny on purpose, reading a map, listening to good bands, writing, running the country, inventing anything important, or being fun to hang out with. Don't get me wrong, I love women. I just think they should drink from a separate water fountain.
What are your reactions to that? Do you guys? Okay, I don't know what's going on with the mic. I'm really sorry. Try to use this again. Better? Alright. Not very good technology either, or just like, I guess maybe it doesn't burn through my neck. Okay, so do you guys agree with some of these stereotypes that you had? Do you think they were accurate? He's saying that this guy can make this booty at chess. Yeah.
Based on how absurd a lot of that was, and he knew that, and the audience knew that as well.
So you're arguing that he's basically making a mockery of how absurd some of these stereotypes are. Would you guys concur with that? Do you agree? Yeah, more or less? Okay, so today we're going to be talking a little bit more about these ideas of sociology of gender. We're going to be talking about a couple different things, including men, believe it or not. So, I wanted to go back and kind of rehash a couple of things from Monday's class. We had a couple of important questions that were brought up. The first one was being, is there really any way that we can decide something really right or wrong when it comes to these kinds of gender and sex issues? Another question that was brought up by someone from over here, I don't know if that person's here today or not, but was this idea that maybe men and women should really be playing different roles. Because one of the questions that I asked was, should we have total 100% equality for men and women across the board? Surprisingly, nobody really thought that necessarily. So the question I'd like to address to you guys is, do you think that there are some things that men are inherently better at? Do you think that there are some things that women are inherently better at? And do you think that people should have different roles based on their gender? Rating. Yes. Yes? What?
You said it. Guys are better at certain things, women are better at certain things, but you don't see guys complaining about us wanting to be like women.
Yeah, that's an interesting point. He's saying that men are better at some things and women are better at others, but he says that men are not complaining about wanting to be as good as women at some things. What do you guys think? What else? Yeah.
I think it sounds like sexist, but I think women are generally better at being affectionate, raised with good and be patient after the kid. I know there's a lot of men that couldn't give you a hard time and they not react well.
Okay, so you're saying that women are better at being emotional and being able to take care of kids? Nurturing, I heard? Yeah. Okay, so she's saying that that's how people have evolved, and she's comparing it to the animal kingdom where a lot of times it's the female that's nurturing. Yeah.
If they were exactly equal, then why are they
Oh, so he's saying if men and women are really equal, then how come there's men's Olympic events and women's Olympic events? By the way, that's actually an interesting point. You guys are familiar with the women's ski jump? What's going on with that? I believe it's a women's ski jump. There is no women's Olympic ski jump, actually. They will not allow them. I'm getting a head nod, so I'm being confirmed. I saw another hand over here. Yeah. Okay, so what you're a lot of normally, typically male-dominated roles in order to get that sense of empowerment to feel important, right? Okay, so what I'm hearing from a lot of different people is this idea that men and women are inherently different, and that maybe they really should play different roles. In the household, for instance, women might be more nurturing, better with kids. However, I'd like to throw this on his head just a little bit. I would like to propose the idea that women are better runners than men. Agree or disagree? Disagree. Why do you disagree? So make me brave. Yeah. Okay, so she's saying that at the Olympic events, that most guys are faster than most women. And you're right, you know, the fastest woman cannot outrun the fastest man. Yet, okay? Has anyone heard of the Leadville Ultra Marathon 100-mile race? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
It's a race that I believe it takes place to go from Death Valley.
That's Badwater.
Or is Badwater?
Badwater, different one. The Leadville 100 actually takes place in the highest city in North America, Leadville, Colorado, and it's a 100-mile race through mountain passes at elevations that are higher than when planes will pressurize their cabins. So a cabin in a plane is typically pressurized around 93,000 per 9,300 feet. Is that correct? If I'm remembering right. This starts out at 10,000 feet, and you gain 15,000 feet by hitting these different mountain passes right here. Okay, 100 miles of mountain climbing. All right, that's pretty hardcore. Would you agree? Yes, I'm seeing some of them. Okay, so guess what percentage of men finish this race? 45? Close. 50. What percentage of women finish the race? 5%? 78%? 90% of women finish this race. Endurance. Now, yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I mean, biologically, men and women are completely, not completely, but very different. I don't think there's much harder than that. I mean, women just have naturally a higher fat percentage, not that women are fat, but I mean, they naturally are supposed to have a higher fat percentage, but even athletic women supposed to have a higher fat percentage than athletic men.
So that'll change how they run.
Yeah, and for example, you know how people swim the English Channel? People will actually lose weight while doing that. They excessive amount of calories because it's sort of only physical activities in a short amount of time because it's so long that will burn actual fat while you're doing it instead of burning it afterwards. So I mean, an activity like this, you would need that body fat to keep your body
Okay,
going.
so you're arguing that women, because they have a higher percentage of body fat, are able to do this kind of long race because they are able to burn that fat.
I'm not saying that's the only reason, but I think
Okay.
that has a lot to do.
I'll take one more. Go ahead.
When doing this statistic, what was the woman's fat ratio ran the race?
You know, I don't recall. I want to say that it was 80. So, and I didn't look specifically at that. I just looked at overall completion rates. Okay. So if you had 20 men and 10 women that ran it, still to have half of those guys finish and then almost all the women finish is still kind of a significant idea for us. Okay. I said no more, just because we can take up the whole entire class time talking about this. I know it's really interesting. You all have opinions. I just